Hello and happy Friday. Last time we talked about balance, and I'd like to stay there for a minute because it's such a crucial point. When we first learn to meditate, we're usually given some kind of instruction about posture. The instruction to keep a straight back and an open heart is a good universal instruction because it applies whether we're sitting in a chair, on a cushion, or even lying flat on our backs on the ground. In any of those cases, though, it's possible that we can become too tight or too loose. If we notice our neck is sore or our jaw is hurting, we've probably gotten too tight. If we find ourselves slouching or leaning to one side, the possibility is we become too loose. And in the beginning, we start to notice the balance between too tight and loose in the physical sense, that coarse level. But we start to become more attuned over time to the mental aspect of balance, which is between mindfulness and awareness. Mindfulness being remembering to place our attention on our chosen anchor, whether that's the breath, sound, visualization, and awareness is noticing an openness to the environment around the anchor. So if we are so laser focused on our anchor of attention, our mindfulness, then we might get really upset by anything that appears in the atmosphere around it and feel like that's a problem and we need to fight it off. And in that sense, we become too tight. And if we find ourselves being pulled away and thinking about anything that appears in the atmosphere around that anchor, if we find ourselves engaged with any thought that arises and telling stories about it or thinking about physical sensations we're having beyond just noticing them, then we probably become too loose. So there's a balance to be struck between placing our attention and openness to whatever appears in the atmosphere around the anchor of attention. And that's the way we achieve some kind of balance in the mental sense of meditation. So I hope this was helpful, and I hope that you'll consider following Mindfulness for Life on Instagram or any other socials where we pop up. And please, if you can, consider supporting us financially. We have a winter campaign now to enable our activities for the next year and to further research into trauma-sensitive care so that everyone can have the safest experience learning meditation. So thank you so much. I hope you have a great weekend. Take care.